Hello, everyone. Good morning and good evening. So let's wait for a couple of more minutes to let the others join and we can begin the session. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, guys, so let's get started. So let me start sharing my screen and let me know once it is visible to you. Okay? Yeah. So is my screen visible to you guys? I've just opened a sample notepad for us to type something
Yes,
in.
Zero.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. Awesome. Good. So yes. So yesterday we have seen the overview about the Playwright and the Python. So as our course content already explained it clearly, we are going to use Python and also Playwright. Correct? So in order to make use of these things, what are the prerequisites we need? One, I want to use Python, right? So first I should have Python installed in my machine. And later I need to have some consider like Python is a language. And see, this is English, right? The language I'm using here is English, and where I'm writing it inside a notepad. So, in order to write something, I need to have an IDE, right? So, similarly, in order to write something using our Python, we need to have an IDE. And in the market, there are like many IDEs like PyCharm, we have, and we have IntelliJ, we have VS Code, I mean, which is nothing but Visual Studio Code, and so on. We have Eclipse and so on. But for us, we in our session, we are going to make use of VS Code, which I have explained in the earlier session also. So VS Code. Why VS Code? Because it is majorly used and it supports all the other languages like Java. It supports C Sharp and JavaScript, TypeScript, everything. The VS Code has a very easy plugins and combining it with the AI is also very easy with the VS Code. So it is also another majorly used IDEs in the market and in the projects. So we are going to use VS Code. Okay. And later when we want to use Playwright, we have to also install the Playwright. Okay. So these are the major installations we need to do inside our machine in order to proceed forward. So now I will help you to install everything into your laptop. Okay. So first, Python. How do we download a Python? So guys, please parallelly do it along with me. Go to your browser and type download, yeah, Python. Okay. Click on it. Here in the very first URL itself, link itself, you can see that download Python. Click on it. Okay, once you clicked on it, here you can see many tabs, right? Hover on downloads. So once you hover on it, you can see Python 3.14.2. Click on this one. And let me download anywhere, it is fine. The exe. Okay. Yeah, I'll pause it. So please do till here. Okay, so I hope everyone has installed the exe. So once this is done, navigate to that folder. Okay, and do a double click on.
Excuse
Yeah.
me. What if you have already installed? You have already version installed.
3.114, which is what we are installing it. And if you have anything above 3.10, it is fine. Sorry, I think, did I heard the question right? You're asking about which version to be installed. No?
Yeah, that's the version I have installed. I think three
Okay, well,
one
so,
two six.
oh, that's
So
nice.
is it okay to use or is it
Okay, yeah, this is fine. Then you don't do anything. You try
okay?
to check this thing, okay? Go to your, do a Windows R or open command prompt. Go to your command prompt and type Python hyphen hyphen version. Even if you do this, you can see the version of the Python which is installed in your laptop.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you are able to see this Python version, then you don't proceed with the installation of the Python now. So rest all will be proceeding forward with that, okay? And the others, guys, whoever not have the Python installed, so once the exe is downloaded, do a double click on it. Okay. And if you see this window opening, here you have to do one crucial step. Okay. You can see two checkboxes here, right? Guys, please hear carefully. Here we have two checkboxes, correct? So the second checkbox, add python.exe to path. This is a very crucial one. You need to check this checkbox and click on install. After you checked all these two checkboxes, click on this checkbox, click on install now button. Since I already have a Python installed in my laptop, I'm not clicking the install now button. Please proceed forward with the installation. Check these two checkboxes and click on install now. And why do we need to have this add python.exe to the path? Because I will explain you briefly. And in the meantime, you can click on install now so that in the background, the installation will proceed forward. I'll close this one. Yeah. So I told you about the checkbox, right? So there we are going to add the path to our variable. So why? So whenever you are dealing with the Java or whenever you are dealing with the JavaScript or with the Python or any programming language, the main prerequisite is we need to set the environment variables. Okay, so here you might have when you this some of the folks have already done the Selenium automation testing using the Java, right? So when you have installed the Java, what you have done earlier, you used to go to the environment variables, and then from there you used to click on environment variables button over here, and then you used to create a Java home, and using that Java home, you used to set a system variables inside the path. Correct? So here we used to set our JDK. If we have set that checkbox over there, you don't have to do all these things manually. Okay, so it will get automatically added for our execution inside the system variables. So that is the main use of checking that checkbox. If you don't have that checkbox added, your Python will not execute properly. So you have to, the other simplest way is to just install it and reinstall it. Okay, and I will give it a minute more to get that Python downloaded into your system. And how do you know that it got successfully downloaded? By checking the version. Go to your command prompt and type Python space hyphen hyphen version. So in that way, you can make sure that the Python got successfully installed in your laptops. And later on, we'll explain another crucial point also during the installation. Is it done, guys? Has the installation completed successfully?
Yes, please continue.
Okay, sure. So once your command prompt is open, can you do another part for me? Just type pip hyphen hyphen version. Can you do the same thing? So what is pip? Pip is a package manager or a package installer of the Python. Okay. So we have the language Python installed in our laptop. But how does this Python communicates with our testing scope? Like how does it install a Playwright? How can we install other additional libraries or a plugins needed for our testing execution is by using a pip. Okay. So earlier when we are working with the Java, we used to install everything in the form of jars, right? And if you have worked with a JavaScript or a TypeScript, whenever you are going to install something, we have to make use of Node.js. So the similarly, whenever you are going to work with the Python, we have to make use of any package manager or a package installer. So that is nothing but pip in Python. Okay, guys. So whenever you are picking any language, there will be their own package installer. Okay. So for the Java, it is jars in the form of a jars. We will be having it, and for the JavaScript and a TypeScript, we will be having it in the form of a Node.js, and for the Python, it is pip. Okay, so whenever you want to download anything into our machine, any third party tools. Okay, so let's say if I want to install Playwright, how do? I'll do pip install Playwright. Okay. So likewise, I will be doing it. So whatever I want to install, I'll use pip because pip is the only package installer which will be helping me to get something from the Python libraries. Okay. Is it clear? So when once you have installed the Python, please make sure you have pip also added into your laptop, into your space. Okay, so now these two are done. Let's proceed forward. So as I told you earlier, we have the language ready. Now we should have our IDEs. So go to the browser again and type download VS Code. Okay, and here you can see download VS Visual Studio Code. Click on that and click on our Windows. Okay, once you click on that, and it depends on your OS. So if you're working with a Mac, please do click on this one, and mine it is Windows. So I'm clicking on this installer here. Download it, and as soon as you click on it, see the downloading, the exe will get downloaded. Save it. Do it along with me, guys, if you don't have a Visual Studio available in your laptop. Okay, so once it is downloaded, just do a double click. And click on I accept and click on next, 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 and do the entire process. Since I have a Visual Studio already installed in my laptop, I'm clicking on cancel. Yes. And we can also close our command prompt. It is no longer needed. I will give another minute more. And in the meantime, I'll also explain you another simple way to handle it if you are not able to download the Visual Studio Code or a Python. So for the practicing purpose, for today's class, open a new browser here and type Python compiler. Okay. And click on online Python compiler. I will share the link. So even here also you can do the coding, practice coding for here as well. Because in the interviews, like when the interviewer asks you to create a program or gives you something related to the programming language interview questions, we will directly open this online compiler. So this online compiler, we have it for all the languages like JavaScript, we have it, and we have it for Java as well. So we can directly open it and we can do our coding in here. Okay. So if you're facing some difficulties or challenges or your net is very slow, so you're not able to download your setup today, you can use it. But by tomorrow, make sure you have the setup ready in your laptops. Okay, guys. So I think the installation of the VS Code is also done. So once the installation is done, how should you see it is? Go to your search box If you don't have a Visual Studio Code already open, search for the Visual Studio Code and click on it so that the IDE will get opened. This is how it should look for you. Okay, this is how it should look for all you guys because you don't have any setup ready yet, correct? So wait a second. Yeah. So once you are seeing this welcome screen in your Visual Studio Code, then you are all set with the installations and all. So how do we start our first programming language is, first go to your file explorer or anywhere, like even in your desktop or in your C drive or in your D drive, wherever you want to go, you can go there and create a folder. So now I am going towards a location. You can choose anything, guys. Do a right click and do new folder. There is a folder in here for me. Okay, new folder. Inside this, I am typing it as training underscore playwright Python 20 Jan, our batch name. Okay, so I'm just creating a folder. So what does my folder has? It is empty at the moment, right? So once a folder is created, go to the Visual Studio Code, hover on the file here. You can see open folder button. Okay, guys, click on a file here and click on open folder. And once you click on that, navigate to the location where you have just created your new folder. This is the one which I have created just now. Click on it and click on select folder. So now, if you see here, I can see my folder name added in here, and below that the entire forum is empty, which means why? Because my folder is also empty. So since my folder is empty, here none of the files got displayed. So how do we start writing our Python code inside this is, if you hover on your project name in here, so this is called as project name. Our folder name is nothing but our project name. Click on a file. We are directly going to create a file, or you can also create another folder also, guys. So let's take an example of a folder. If I click on a folder and I have just created my folder name as test1. Now you see below my project, I can see there is another folder got created successfully. If you go inside our file explorer, you will be also seeing another the same folder getting created in here. Okay, so whatever the actions you are doing using the Visual Studio Code, it will also reflect inside that particular folder. Okay, so today we don't need any folders for our execution purpose, so I'm just deleting it. See, even here it got disappeared. Now click on a new file button and type Python or some sample file. Second. Yeah. So now let me rename it, guys. Sorry. So renaming it sample. If I and it can be of any naming conventions, but make sure it doesn't have a spaces in it. Okay. And whatever the extensions you are giving it, your file will create it in that manner. So since I want to write my code inside using a Python language, I will make sure it is .py. .py is nothing but I'm telling the Visual Studio that I'm going to write something inside using a Python language. Okay. And let's say if you're dealing with the Java, use Java as a extension. If you are dealing with the JavaScript, use JS. See here, the logo is also getting updated automatically. And if you're dealing with the TypeScript, use TS. Likewise. So for now, our requirement is Python, so I'm going with Py. Click on enter so that a Python file will get generated. If you see your this thing also, here you can see the same file getting added. So inside the sample, what I am going to do, I will do a sample print statement because first I need to check whether my printing, the sample the Python installations and everything are proper or not. I want to check it. How do I do that? I will directly use a print statement. Directly type print. The syntax of a print, guys, just print. Open close braces and whatever you write it in here will get printed. Hello, everyone. This is my text which I have given inside my print statement, inside my print. How do we trigger this execution is, click on these three dots in here. Okay. In the above settings, I have three dots. Click on these three dots, hover on the terminal, and here you can see new terminal. Click on that. So once you click on the terminal will get opened here. I'll just reduce the space in here. So let me also increase the font. Here, if you see, as soon as I open the terminal, the location of my folder will get shown in here. See, till where? Till my folder location. So this is my main folder, right? My main project, what I have created in my desktop. So that location it will get displayed in here. So once the location is properly displayed, what you need to do? We have to trigger this file to print this statement, correct? How do we trigger a Python file? Is by using command Python and your file name directly. Right click, copy the relative path and paste it. Enter. See, the value got printed inside my terminal or a console. I can also say that as a console. Okay. So now since I successfully able to see the output inside my terminal without any compilation errors, means the setup and everything is properly intact. I hope all you guys are also able to print the same into your terminal without any errors. If you're still seeing any errors, you can directly use our online. Yeah. So the same thing, guys. If you are planning to, yes, I heard I'm seeing a raised hand. Yes, Manoj, please tell me what happened.
So it's asking for an extension.
Yeah, you have to give .py. Can you share
Yeah,
your,
I did.
can you post a screenshot in the chat? I can see it from there. What is the extension?
Okay, it's asking for a Python, find Python extension, and it is going for a, this one, what it is called.
So
Marketplace will be there, right? Inbuilt.
it is
So
not
yeah,
required. No, no.
but
Have you
it gives
downloaded
me,
it in the local? Can you see the
yes,
Python version and all?
yes.
Okay. Is it same for everyone, guys? Is it asking for the extension?
When you hit on run,
Okay.
right? Run and
Yeah,
debug.
yeah, I understood. I understood. So, okay. Can we see it in the last? Like, please hold in the class. So we'll see what it is doing in your
All right.
laptop. So in the
Yeah.
meantime, you can use this online compiler.
All right. Sure.
Yeah. I'll post the link again. So
Mm-hmm.
use this online
No worries.
compiler for now, and we can see it in the
I have
end.
handy. Yeah. No worries. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Mm. So all you need to do is write the print statement in here and hit on run. So you'll get the same thing as an output, the same thing what we are seeing in the console. Okay, run it. Yeah. So yeah, guys. So where are we? So once the print is done, yeah. Okay. So there is some shortcuts I want to explain you. So whenever you have written something, so let's say there is another print I have given in here with hello again. Sorry, I missed it. Yeah. If you see here, I typed something. There is something update I have made on my screen in here. Here, if you see, there is some icon displaying in the top, the dot icon. Why? If you understand, if you observe in here, it is showing some dot icon. So what is the meaning of dot means? You made some changes on this Python file on the sample.py, but you haven't saved the changes. Okay. So before you execute the file, we need to save the changes so that the changes get saved inside the local and the execution will get properly executed. So how do I save it? Two ways. One, go to the file and you can click on save or save all. If there are like many files you have updated and you want everything to be saved in a one go, you can click on save all or save. Else, you can directly use a shortcut Control plus yes. Control yes, our normal shortcuts. Okay. And there is another concept. So this is control and yes to save the file, save the changes. I'm doing it. If you see here, the dot is no longer available. It means the file got successfully saved. Now, this control.yes is not a meaningful command. Like I just wrote it for you guys to see it. I want to have this inside my file, but I don't want to see any errors. If I trigger it, it will throw me an error because here already, if you see, there is some green yellow color highlight happening. It means if I hover on it, it is showing my two problems in this file. So how can I remove this error because of this control S is by commenting it directly. So whenever there is some text or some unwanted lines of the code, you want to still have it inside your file, but you don't want that to get executed. You can directly comment it. And what is the comment shortcut is control plus ash. Not ash, this is forward slash. Okay, so I'll be doing the same thing. See, now it became as a commented statement. Similarly, like this, similar to the second one as well. And I have done a control S to save it. Okay, guys, so before you do an execution, make sure you save your changes. Else, the Python, during the execution, the newly added changes will not get triggered. Only the one, whatever you have saved earlier will get triggered. Okay, so this is like the very basic commands of the coding. Instructions before you do the coding. So now, let me, yeah. Is there any question, guys? I think, Manush, do you have any question? I see your hand is still raised. Any other questions? No. Okay, awesome. So I hope this is clear for you. So now let's proceed forward to our main Python. So this thing is clear. Now, if I want to print 15 plus 1, how do I do that? By doing the same, I'll just comment this out. And if I do 15 plus 1, I will be getting 16. And similarly, if I want to print 15 minus 1, I have to add another line and provide 15 minus 1. And in future, I don't want to have 15, but I want to um, do it for the 16 like this. So how can I do that? I have to replace my 15 with 16 and I have to save it. Like, let's say if I have 10 lines of print statements and in each and every statement, I want to replace all the 15s with 16. Then what I have to do? I have to go to each and every line and update my value 15 to 16 and print the result. So here, if you see, I got two results. In order to avoid that rework, there is a simple way of handling these values. How do we do that? Is by creating a variable. So what is a variable? Variable is nothing but a container which stores a value. So instead of directly providing 16, I will be storing it inside a variable. So this is how I store a value inside a variable. A is nothing but my variable name and 16 is nothing but the value I want to store inside that variable. And equals to is an assignment operator which is used to store. So what does equals to do? Whatever the value you give in the right hand side, it will get stored inside my left hand side value. So if I want to declare any other variable, I can do it like b equals to 1. And instead of 16 now, I can directly replace it with a and I can replace it with b. And the similar pattern, b. And here if you see there are like many outputs already written inside my terminal, right? I want to clear this entire forum. How can I do it? By using the command cls. Enter. See, everything got cleared and it is fresh. Nothing is inside it. So by doing an upward arrow mark, I can see all the commands which I have used previously. So earlier I have used CLS, so it got available. Again, I will do an upward arrow mark. So now I can see a Python sample.py. So this is a file where I have done some changes. So click on enter. Now if you see, I can see the output. So before the output also, you can provide some meaningful name. Say that addition of two numbers. Okay. And colon. Similarly, I will be doing the same thing and use a comma, guys. Similarly, subtraction of two numbers with colon, comma. Okay. So if in your print statement, this is how you can append a string, a message and an output. Let me do a clearing it, trigger the run, see. Addition of two numbers. No longer needed. Already it is giving a space. Addition of two numbers and subtraction of two numbers. If you want to provide a message along with the output, you can do it in this manner. Okay, a plus b is returning me the value of 17 and a minus b is returning me the value of 15. So in future, if I want to do some updates, I can directly update it here so that my rework will not be there for the future executions also. In single place, I can update it so that the values will get properly updated, will get properly triggered according to the requirement. So now, this is the one way of having a variable, and there is another way of assigning the variable also. So let's say there is another variable called C. Okay, and there is other variable name B, D, and these two we want to provide the same value as 2. Instead of having this declared in 2 lines, I can do it in single line like this. Okay, so this is also acceptable in Python. So using a single line also, you can assign the value. Else they are like different. You can assign it in this way also. Equals to 2, 3. If you have the same value, you can use equals to d equals to 2. Or if you have multiple other values, then you can use in this pattern. So this is another way of providing the data. Declaring a variable. And the terminology we use whenever we provide the data is, yeah. So one moment, guys, before I take the question, I'll just complete this. So C equals to D equals to 2. Now, there is another way. The terminology we use is, by using A, it means we are declaring a variable. Okay, the terminology we do whenever we are writing a variable is nothing but when we write A, it means we are declaring it. And when we are assigning some value to it, means we are initializing it. In Python, both initialization and declaration should happen in the directly it should happen. So here we are doing both initialization and declaration. So going forward, whenever I use these terminologies like I'm going to declare my variable or I'm initializing my variable, then please consider it as same. I'm creating a variable and assigning some value into it. Okay. And yeah, questions, guys. So any questions around this area? How to assign a value into the variable?
Yes, so just simple question. You don't
Mm.
write any like a colon, a sub comma at the end of the line, like
No,
semicolons or
yeah. So in the
for
Java or JavaScript, like any other programming language, those are like very mandate. But in the Python, no colon or no semicolon. So here, in the other programming language, guys, I'll just give a quick recap about that also. When you are declaring a value like this, you have to first provide int or float or some data type, and then you have to initialize it. This is declaration, and then you'll have to initialize the value and provide a semicolon. But for the Python, you don't need a semicolon after the end of the statement, and you don't need an int also. No declarations like data type. You don't have to mention the data type, and also the semicolons, you don't need it. You
so
can
it doesn't
directly
matter.
provide, yeah,
Okay,
it doesn't work. You should not add it.
okay. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
even if it's you have floats or points or whatever, doesn't really matter. So it's all
yeah.
catered for. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And even when you are triggering in a Java, you have to make sure there is a class and you create that inside a main block. Here, if you observe it now, there is no class or no main block. It directly triggers whatever the thing it directly triggers from the very first line. So here I have initialized A at the seventh line, all the others are commented. So from here, the execution starts. No main block, nothing required. And this is why Python will be very much simple to use, because there are very less syntaxes here. You can directly declare it like this: A equals to 12, B equals to 1, and that's it.
One
Okay?
question.
Yeah, sure.
Why we use comma in print statement and what will
Mm.
happen if we don't use comma?
Let's see that also. So if I don't see a comma, it's their own syntax. If I just remove it, if you see here, my Python file, it became in a red color. And here, if you see, if I hover on that, it is showing that one problem. It means
Mhm.
it is a syntax. So when you want to combine a character, one string, to the output operations like this, like a plus b or a minus b, something. Okay, you're combining a string to a variable. You need to provide comma. A message when you need to add along with that value, you need to have a comma.
It's a mandatory thing,
It's
right?
a mandate thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So let me
So
do one. Mm,
so
yeah.
in Java we use normally the plus operator, right? For the concatenate
Yes.
for the
Yes.
in the similar way we are using comma. Okay.
Yes. That's true. That's right. And even this format is also correct. You can have it before, you can have it after. Anything is fine. And again, if you want to concatenate and another a plus b in here and print the statement, see, even that is possible. And you want to have another a plus b, that is also possible. Okay. So if you just want to provide some other value, just provide comma, another block, comma.
Okay, sure.
That's great, guys. And let me do a clear screen.
Tripura,
Yeah.
one thing over here. I think
Mm.
in PyCharm we don't use commas. It is only the syntax what we use in VS Code and different in PyCharm. Is it something like that?
I
Because whenever
doubt
I
that
was use it,
because okay, I'll check that, but I doubt because it is a syntax of a Python language itself. So I don't think
because
it
in
would be different in the
okay,
PyCharm. So I'll
I
check and
tried in
I'll update.
PyCharm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Thanks.
I'll confirm you on that, whether in the PyCharm it is in
Mm-hmm.
a different way we need to handle it. But here in the
Mm-hmm.
VS Code, we have to provide the comma, and that is how it accepts it. the Python language
Okay.
itself. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So in the for loops and all also we need not to use the braces.
No, no, no. We don't have to. So we'll go there, guys, but not now. Let's go from the basic level. Okay. So we are also having a session covered for that. So how to initialize a block in the loops also we'll see it, and in the methods also we'll see it. In our Python, we don't have to initialize using a data type like int or the decorators in the end like semicolon or comma or anything. It is not required. And yeah, the blocks also not required. Like open close braces is also not mandate.
Yes, excuse me,
Okay.
one more last question.
Yeah.
You don't care about memory issues a bit, so kind of things. Yeah, in case you want like so do some, if you want to do like 2 the power 8 or divide division and don't care about memory issues.
Sorry, I missed the question. So we want to divide it with the numerical
I'm
issues?
I'm saying memory issues. I mean, to deal with the memory. I mean, if you
Yeah. It
yeah,
it
did
automatically gets it. We are going there. We are
okay.
going there. So it automatically does the typecasting in the end, in the backend itself. You don't have to explicitly ask to do something with regards to the data storage. Okay. So now, guys, before we go there, I'll explain few more concepts about this assigning. So you can also assign anything here. So you can assign a character, you can assign string, you can assign the integers also. So now, based on the data you are assigning, so let's say here in my A I have 12 and in my B I have 1 and in my C I have hello. So if we print the type of it, print type of A, you will see here int because I have provided the value of int. So now instead of 12, I will provide hello and do the printing. See, it got automatically accepted the data type as strings. Okay, so what are the data types are? So there are multiple data types. We have numeric data types in our Playwright, in our Python, sorry, and we have text data types which are nothing but strings. We have sequential data types which are nothing but the collection of the elements like list, tuple, range, and sets. And we have mapping data types is nothing but dictionaries. And we have Boolean. So these are the top 5 data types which we will be using in our automation and also the heart of the Python. So what are the numeric? So why do we need a data type is? So let's assume in this manner. So if I'm born in India, what happens? The nationality I get is Indian, right? So why do we need this nationality and what is the main use of it is based on the nationality, the privileges we get and also the restrictions we get and everything it basically depends on the citizenship we have around that area, right? So the same thing also you can assume in that manner. The data types also provides a similar kind of restrictions and the similar kind of privileges to that variable. So far we have understood a variable is something like a container which stored the value and whatever the what kind of operations I can do on that using that container or where I can use it and how I can use it. Okay, so these things which will decide is the data type of that particular variable and how much memory it will hold in my Python. Okay, so everything it determined by the data type it is storing. So here in the Python, you don't have to explicitly tell them the data type of the variable. You can directly, by providing the value itself, it will understand what kind of data type you are going to store inside my variable. So here I have a equals to hello, which means hello is a string. What is a string? String is a collection of characters. So which can be enclosed either in a double quotations or a single quotations like this. Even this we can consider as a string and even this we can consider as a string. So either in a single quotations you can have it, either in a double quotations you can have it. So this collection is known as string text type of collection. And if you have added a numeric value, So I have told you the very first one is numeric data types, right? So numeric data type. Let's say A equals to 1. And I'll just cut this one here, comment this out, print it. Let me clear the forum here and print. You can see the int, right? So if I put dot 5, when I have some decimals inside my value, it is not a whole integer. It is the value with some decimals inside it. Then what would be the data type it store? See guys, it is still showing int. Why? Because I haven't saved my changes. So let me save the changes and trigger the run. See now, I can see float in here, right? So A equals to 1.5, which means it is having some value in the decimal. Float means if my numeric have the decimal values in it. And even though I have put 1.0 instead of just 1, it will provide float. It will just consider whether you have put a dot or not. It doesn't matter the value you have provided it after the dot. Even if it is 0, it won't consider that as a whole integer. It will just consider like a value with some decimal point in it. And so it is a float. So similarly, if I want to declare a variable string, then str. And let's say instead of the double quotations, I have given a single quotations and clear the forum, trigger the run. Again, I got a string. And guys, in the Java or any other programming language, we have another system called character, like a single value in a string. So if I do the same thing in here in the Python and trigger the run, see, it will still show that as a string because there is no concept called a single character in here. If you provide a single one also, it will consider as an entire string. No char concept. Okay, so we have int, we have float, and we have a string now. Okay, guys. And if I provide, I have told you another straightforward variable, which is nothing but Boolean. I provide a true like this enclosed inside a quotation, single quotation. What would be my output? Still should be a string because it doesn't matter whatever the value you put inside it. So let's say if I put a 0, 0 is an integer and that I have provided inside a quotations and triggered the run. It will still consider as a string because it doesn't matter whatever the value you have put inside it. It only consider whether you have put a quotation or not. If there is a quotation, then yes, it will be a string. So now I will remove the quotations, and earlier you have seen when I put a true inside a quotations, it has thrown me the type of str. So let me clear the forum and type true without the quotations now and trigger the run. Bool. Bool is nothing but Boolean, which means it can be either true or false. Okay? Bool. Okay, guys. So these are the four. We have discussed about int, we have discussed about float, we have discussed about string, and we have discussed about the booleans. So inside the string, there is no limit. You can have any number of words. And you can, if you print it, it will show you as a string. And if you want to print the output of values in here, you can use print A directly instead of the type. So type is a method we use in order to check the data type of that particular variable. Okay. So in future, in the interview, if they ask you to check the type of a particular variable, just use the method type. That's it in Python. Nothing else required. Okay. Now, instead of hello, how are you? I want to have a list. list of collection, list of values. So in deeper about the list sequential data types, I will park it for tomorrow because that's a huge concept, guys, because we will be discussing entirely about the data about the sequential data types in detail, about the list, about the dictionaries, about the sets, about the tuples, and what else we have, and what else I missed? Yeah, range. Range is a very small concept. So set tuples list, we'll be seeing it tomorrow. So how do we declare a list is also like this. If you have some knowledge on Python, Java, there I think it's a huge concept. Like first you need to do a list and open close braces and provide the name of it and provide a list of something, the values, right? So here, no dependency like such. Directly by providing the braces, square braces, the Python will identify that it is a list. Print, see, it is a list. Tuple means we need to have a flower, open close parenthesis. Okay? Like this. It is very straightforward. In order to declare a variables, in order to initialize a variables, it is very straightforward, nothing major required. Just open brace, square means tuple, square means list, and open close parenthesis means tuples. And we will have a detailed discussion about these sequential data types tomorrow. Okay, so I will I will give the next 10 minutes for questions. So guys, do you have any questions on today's session? Okay, please concentrate on today because there are a lot many of concepts like for and list, so which we are handling in the next coming sessions. On today's session, any questions? If you have facing any issues for the installations, please stay on the call. We'll see it.
Yes, I was asking about, so the tuple is it like an array or what?
Sorry, tuple is?
Is like an array in the
It is nothing is an array. Everything will accept all the so array is nothing but it accepts the similar data types, right? So in
yes.
all this thing, you can provide any data type. You can provide
Uh-huh.
you can provide a weight string, you can provide an integer, anything is fine.
Okay, so you don't have arrays
Yeah,
in Python.
yeah. So we'll see it about the tuple and the list, what it is exactly, and why do we need both collections when they're serving the same purpose. We'll see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a question, like
Mhm.
very basic one. Like if you have to
No,
give
no
like
problem. Yeah, no problem. Nothing is basic in our class, okay? Everything is
Mhm.
major because everyone should know. We'll try to understand. See, you are able to ask the question, so which may help the other people, other member in our class. So nothing is basic, guys. Please proceed.
Yeah. So just to like give a space
Mm.
or new line something, how do we do it in Python?
It will already go to the new line.
Oh, is
So
it?
whatever you
Okay.
are printing, it will go to the new line. So let me do that practically now.
Yeah.
So let's say A is 1 and B is 2, C is 3, okay? A basic one. So here A and copy it, okay? B and C, okay? If I print it now, you understood now? And if you
Okay.
want to deliberately put some space to
Mm.
it, we have already seen, right? Put a comma. So it provides a space before it. So
Okay.
you are
So if
expecting something like slash n slash t in Java, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So here it will automatically go to the next line.
Next line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good guys. So you already have some good knowledge on Java. I'm so happy to see that. So it will be a lot more easy to correlate between the Python and Java. And even with the Playwright also, you will correlate very much with Selenium. Yeah. So any other questions?
What is the shortcut you're using to run the code?
What is the?
shortcut running the compiler code.
Shortcut,
Keyboard
shortcut?
using.
Yeah, I don't think so. We have anything. I directly follow. I'll go to the terminal and I will just provide Python and the file name. So maybe by using this, let me see.
No,
No.
no. He was asking like control. If you are using Mac, it's a control functional FI, or else it's a FI. It will, if you go to run, it will go. It will give you the details. And no, on the top you have like file edit option, run, right? So run.
Open file. Okay. So here
In the
open.
section there is three dots, right?
Okay. Okay. Here run.
Yeah,
Okay.
go to run.
So
Yeah,
run
just
without
run
debugging.
without debug.
Control
Control
F5.
plus F5.
Control F5. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me try that as well parallelly. Oh, I'm getting this one.
Yeah, you need to hover on that and then
Okay.
yeah,
Control
without
this.
F5.
No. Okay. For me, this is very simple. And then I'll stick with this. And you can try it.
Yeah. Also, there is anything plugins that we need to have for Playwright or for
Playwright,
Playwright?
for Playwright, we need to install the plugins, not from the market space. We need to have it from the terminal. Okay. So if you want to do some hands-on even before the class proceed, do pip install Playwright. Okay.
Okay.
So this is how we install the Playwright. And why pip is because we are installing it from the Python library. So pip should be used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I have one question.
Yeah.
So here, there you have given a B, C values are different, right? In the comment section, you have given list A 3,4. Like you commented that one, right? There is a commented. No. In the
This
bottom.
one?
Yeah.
No, this is some example I have shown from
Okay.
Java. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to explain how in the Java it used to look like.
Okay.
In our Python, just for the list, okay? It is for the list. So list directly provides some variable and 3,4. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing heavy syntax is needed. A straightforward one.
Okay. We need not to mention any data type or something for the list.
Yes. Nothing. Directly declare a variable, assign a value into it.
Okay.
I have one query regarding the course, not the doubt. So,
Oh, okay. Okay, sure.
so
Yeah, please
can
proceed.
you please see the chat?
Okay, give me a second. Let me retrieve it. Also includes a bug logging, bug report. Bug logging and bug report, you meant the Jira?
Like,
Mm.
if I found some bug in the automation script, then how we
Mm.
generate the bug report?
No. Like two ways. One, by directly doing it manually through Jira. Else, there is some advanced technique of integrating your code with the Q test and then with the Jira. So till that advanced level, we are not going it. We are only showing it if a bug, how to see a report and all.
Yeah.
A normal
Yes,
report.
yes.
Yeah. So I will show you an example. Wait, I have that from the earlier class. Maybe see whether it is helpful. So here, let me go to my Git. Git bomb. Yeah. So we can see a report like this, like how many test cases got triggered. Okay, how many test cases, and in that, how many got failed, how many got passed. We will see it with the screenshots as well, why it got failed and all.
Yes,
That
yes,
we
this
are,
kind of report.
yeah, this we'll see. We are going to see it.
Okay, it's including the course, right?
It is included because this is major for us.
Yeah, right. And the fixes and markers.
Yeah, it is also, everything will be part of our framework, page object model.
And debugging and
Version
troubleshooting.
control, yes. We
Debugging
are
also. Right.
debugging also it is mean. We are going to see that. And
Okay.
version
Thank you
control,
so
we
much.
are using Git.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
No problem.
So
Yeah.
that report is paid or we can use.
It is free, not paid. And even you will be able to do it by the end of the session because that is my previous classes report.
Okay. Do you have any kind of security things that we need if we are using in our organization?
Yeah, we need, I mean, security in the sense for the report generations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one thing is like with the present Git, it is freeware, right? But we will be having only certain pipeline execution and certain number of reports only. Like let's say in a month, around 100 to 120 test reports only will get generated. But when you're dealing with the higher projects, we have to get a report 4 to 5 reports in a day alone, right? So there you need to have some licensed version. And with regards to the security, one thing, your project should not be visible to the other team member who doesn't have access to your project code, right? So those kind of securities we have to put it over there. But apart from, and even that is not paid, it is also free, the security what we are going to put. So yeah, so these things about the Git.
Thank you.
Do you provide any notes daily
Yeah,
classes?
it will be a detailed notes on, but today it is in a very high basic level, right? So I'm not sharing any assignment nor the notes today. But once we when we dig more into the course, we already have entire notes prepared for that, so no problem. And
Like
along with that, the interview
document, right?
questions. Sorry?
In document, right? Word document or some PDF.
Yes, right.
One last question is like,
Mm,
as we are using the PyTest framework and with the Playwright, we are not going to
mm.
use the test ng, right, for the for the
No, no,
re-execution of the failed test
no.
case or anything, right?
Everything
Okay.
test ng, it is for Java.
Yeah.
So the same things, everything, whatever the Maven is doing, whatever the TestNG is doing, everything by default Playwright will be having it. And now with the PyTest, it has some more other additional features like grouping and all. So all together with the Playwright additional features, what we have along with the PyTest, you don't need TestNG nor Maven.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And can you share your WhatsApp number just to
Yeah,
if you have
definitely.
any
I think I have
personal
already,
question?
yeah. So the did you see my earlier message? Like I did some formal welcome and all. So
It's
let me
not.
let me
Can
ping
you?
it again. Yeah. So let me check the group in which you are in. There are like multiple groups. So I'll ping again there. So hi. I'll just say thanks for joining in. Thanks for joining in. Okay.
Yeah, we got it. So
Okay.
Nikita, wanted to check.
Mm.
In Playwright, can we inspect these vector images as well, or for web?
For web vector images as in?
Uh, like graphs or
Yeah,
files?
I mean it doesn't matter in which tool you are using. So if it is using some XPath or anything, it is a
Selenium
browser
doesn't support.
specific.
Yeah, Selenium doesn't
Mm-hmm.
support vector, right?
Yeah, I'll have to see what is a vector image you're talking about. Before that, then I won't. I will be able to provide a proper answer for that. I'll note that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Also,
Mm.
can we able to do the chatbot as well to automation using Playwright or no?
Oh, not with the chatbot. We can use mm, I missed it. Wait. We can use this thing. Copilot, GitHub Copilot, and we can use MCP servers like Cloud Coding also. Okay,
And
but
no,
majorly
automation
uses this one for the
major
automation only.
for the automation.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the automation only. Like I myself in my last project, I have practically lived on GitHub Copilot, and that
Okay.
is also included in this course.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yes.
excuse me, I have one, of course, a best question, but can I share my screen? And just a
Yeah,
quick
please
question.
go ahead. And
I
before that, like if everyone else doesn't have a question, you can drop off. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Can,
Yeah, please share your screen.
just a simple quick question. Do you see my screen now?
It is, it is. So what is it doing? So you
Oh,
have a space, huh?
yeah,
So
just one.
one thing, just like a quick intro, a quick tip. So whenever you're creating a folder names, don't put a space inside it. You can use a, and yeah,
The one for like Python, it should not have
Python and
any space.
project, you have a space, right? So in our coding standards, we won't usually put spaces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I could not see the three dots. I could see three dots on your project, but I don't have the three dots here on mine. That's one first
Oh,
question.
okay. One
Is it
second.
because
Do I have a
I
three
put this?
dots?
Yeah,
No
you
three
had the three
dots.
dots.
Actually, why I'm having three dots? Because my folder name is huge. So when I
No, no,
have
okay.
just
All
shorted it
right.
down, yeah. No three dots in
Okay.
my project also.
So,
Yeah.
okay. Then the second question, okay, I have made this file here. You use
Save
one
it.
of these and this one, okay. But then this file, if I want to run it, I don't want
You
if I
have
don't
to
want to use
save
this.
it. Can you do a save? Control S?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So
So
now type Python.
type Python in the
Yeah.
terminal.
In the terminal, right. Type
Okay.
Python. Okay.
Yeah.
And now where is your file? You have sample.py, right? Do a right click on it.
The which file?
The
Okay.
sample, the file where you have written your code and what
Yeah.
you want planning to trigger, right? Clicked on it and go to copy relative path. Click on copy
Copy.
relative path.
Yes.
Yes. Click on it. And now
Yeah.
after the Python, put a space,
Yeah.
space,
Yeah.
and paste it.
Oh,
Enter.
I think I got something.
Correct, correct, correct. No, the way is correct. Whatever you have
Listen,
done.
okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, it's removed. Python space. And you can
Yes,
directly do a control V.
like that.
Yeah, that's it. Enter. That's it.
Okay,
See.
see, I was wondering how to run it to run the yeah run this one in the
Yeah.
terminal. Okay,
So
I think I missed
basically,
that. Mm.
yeah. Oh, okay. So basically, first you need to start with Python because we are saying our terminal that I'm going to trigger a Python file. Okay.
Yeah.
Python
Okay.
and your file name. Not only the name. So if you have somewhere inside another folder, so the very best approach is do a right click and get a copy relative path and paste it. Okay.
Okay.
And it will be done.
All right. And
Yeah.
here, when you create a new file here, I where all these folders come from now, because I don't have
You
them in
can.
my where are they coming from?
Okay.
Because in that folder, it's
Mm,
look on the desktop,
mm.
it's wait, it's
It is usually not the case. We won't
it's
see folders like that. I need to check why you are
um
getting it.
wait, let me just 1 second here. I don't know why. Oh, sorry. It's it's coming here. If we just go wait, I created it here, there, and I
Can
don't
you
know
try
what happened
removing it? That
because
dot
it,
photo.
where it
There
comes
is
from. I don't
some
know where it.
plugin, I think, which got automatically installed. Delete it.
Okay.
Yeah, delete it.
So
And
I wonder
now
why.
try to trigger it. Now go to your Visual Studio Code.
Right,
Yeah.
So it's not there now, but I was wondering where
Yeah.
it came from. Yeah,
I think some backend plugin which got
okay, so
installed.
you
Now
only have to
try
copy
to
this one.
trigger the run. Now you can directly do an upward arrow mark. The same command you're going to trigger it, right?
If
Go
I
to
have
terminal.
like, if I do another print,
Mm.
say print, say, say. So if I want to
Mm.
print that one,
Mm.
so I simply
Yeah,
save.
save it, and now you can directly use upward arrow mark because the command to trigger the file again is python sample.py.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
So
if
already
you
I
do
have that
a
already.
upward arrow mark, the previously used command will get displayed. And now python space sample.py got displayed. Okay. Now click on enter so that execution will happen.
All right. Okay. I
Mm.
think that's what I wanted to ask.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So okay then because I'm new to Python, it's my first time actually doing it. So I'll
Everyone
just
is new, so no problem. Yeah, it's fine.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And please
Thank
do
you for
practice about assigning a variables like int, float, and strings today so that tomorrow when we are going with the collections, it will be easy.
all
Okay,
right.
please go
So
through the recording again.
yeah, the recording will
Mm.
come I think early in the morning. I think
Yeah.
that's all. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. Okay. Thank you so much. I think that's all. So I will just make a new project and again without space
Mm. Yeah.
and then try
You
again.
can, for now, you can use this one also, no problem. It's just like when you are creating a new project in the future, try to have no spaces in it. So if you want to have another word, use an underscore
Okay.
in place of space. Yeah.
All right. And then if you
Okay.
have to have
Mm.
something to do with Git, also I'll create a Git
We are
in this
going to
project.
see it. We are going to see the Git also.
Okay.
Mm.
Sure. All right. Thank you so much
No
for your
problem. Yeah. Hi,
have a nice
Liki. I
day.
think you have a question.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
this course, will you teach that queries? Some queries are API testing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
API is included. Yes.
API is included.
Yeah. And DB
Yeah.
connections are also included.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Will we cover deeply, Tripura,
Mm.
this API, or will be just
Not
the basic?
the basic one, because the main challenging is like how do we make the calls from the playwright and getting the
Mhm.
values, and how do we authorize it using a bearer token or the OAuth, or we have basic auth and all, right? So we are also
Mm.
seeing that, and we are going to uh, um, you know trigger all the runs like get, post, put, patch, and how do we grab the data and how do we validate the data. So those things we are checking.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nikita, do you cover chatbot automation as well
Hmm.
on this? Or?
No, we are not checking for the chatbot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a separate sessions like that? Or?
I can check with the team whether anyone covering the chatbot, because it's not that majorly used outside. So that is sometimes, specific to a project. So I'll have to check with the team, anyone covering the
Because
chatbot or not.
nowadays, most of the projects in the mobile and web, if they have
Mm-hmm.
a
Mm-hmm.
chat, they
Mm-hmm.
will be integrating with AI and
Mm-hmm.
generating the
Mm-hmm.
queries, right?
So I have seen my earlier team was using LLM. So is that also a chatbot?
Yeah.
Then it will be similar to our normal automation only, right? You just have to provide few other steps for that. That's it.
Um,
It is also hosting on the web, and there also you'll be seeing the
you
suggestions
cannot
and
inspect
clicking it.
those. You cannot inspect
Uh,
those text
for
and
the LLM, my earlier teammate, he was able to inspect it. So I thought it is in that manner. So if it is not able to inspect it, then the playwright will not be able to handle it. Else you need to use some mouse events like keyword events like tabs and all. We'll have to see.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did ping you on your WhatsApp
Yeah,
on
I
regards.
received it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll connect on that.
Sure.
Thank you. I'm dropping here.
So in this one, you are going to show the
Mm.
GitHub Copilot along with the
Yes,
cloud
yes,
configuration as well. Cloud
yes.
configuration also. Yeah.
Yeah. Cloud configurations
Cool.
we are packing it towards the last because it might confuse the team. So I want the major hands-on to be on a framework properly with GitHub Copilot. So we will be focusing on those areas more. GitHub Copilot, we will be having it from the framework beginning.
Okay, got it.
Yes, guys, and thank you all. Thank you all for joining in. Please do practice some
Thank you very
hands-on
much.
around it. Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.